Well, welcome back, my friends, and welcome to a Work Tough Wednesday. This is another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors. Today we're doing the Wilson. Before we get into all that, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats show that number is going down. However, anything above zero is unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. Well, it's Wednesday the 17th. I am super fired up. This is the Wilson. It is designed by Boulder Valentine. Let me just tell you this right now. There is a lot more to this knife than a chopper. All right, let me give you some quick specs. I didn't pull many. The overall length is 17 inches. It is made out of SK85. The handle material is that G10 that I love so much. It has lime green liners. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color scheme. Now, here's the deal. The handle's a 1/4 inch and it goes down to a 3/16 blade stock. You see that generous choil there along with a safety lanyard hold there. It has several lanyard holes at the bottom. It's got a pretty good wig splitter. Here's the deal. Jeremy knocked it out of the damn park with this knife, because I'm going to tell you right now, everybody that sees it goes, oh, it's a chopper. Yeah, it chops, but this is a multi-faceted knife. I started off, I was just going to run wild. I was just going to chop a bunch of stuff and crash like we do on Work Tough Wednesdays. Here's the deal. That would be doing this knife a disservice. This is an absolute knife, guys. Now we're doing the Donnie B All-day throw it at the stump test. The Donnie B All-day drop test. Here's the deal, and I want y'all to understand something. I am in love with this knife. The more I've used it, the more I've loved it. You see right there, you see that generous choil? I could choke up and do kind of a fencing grip and but you don't have to. This knife was designed for use. It just is. Now, right here, we're cutting this 2-inch high pressure air hose. I left the whole thing in because watch right here. Look at that. We haven't seen a knife do that yet. Slice through it like butter. Now, my guy Kirk's going to help me out with some of these. Going to help me out with doing some drawing and a little chopping. I wanted to get a different opinion. I fell in love with this knife. Now, normally I'd be using that choil, and when I do another video, because I promise y'all, there are going to be several videos on this knife. When I do another video, I'll use that choil more. I got a little fencing grip, but you really, I'm telling you, for such a large knife, it's got about 11-inch blade. For such a large knife, control is the key word. Now, what you're seeing here is not the sharpness of the knife, it's me learning it. I started off this video, watch this, straight through. Y'all ain't seen one do that, and this is a chopper, right? Now, we'll use that well nose and pull it down. Straight through. I'm overly impressed. Build, home run. Design, home run. People say, oh, a lot of times with Work Tough gear designs, you have to use them. You have to talk to the designer, and you have to understand. And one thing that you can understand right here is this is a damn sharp knife. And again, did not have to choke up. Look at that. Steel belted tire, son, right there. We're going to go over to Kirk's. We're going to work on the homestead a little bit, getting the studio set up. I'm actually asked him to do some demonstrating, but I want y'all to watch. When we do these chops, yes, it is a phenomenal chopper. I want you to see how well it bites, and look at the control there. Now, to my dear tree-hugging friends, this is actually Kirk's property. We are clearing out a place so that we can set up an overall studio. Hate it. These are hackenberry bushes, no, they're not. They're camphors that starts off at like weeds. There are a million of them. We cut a couple down to use for demonstration and to use for some shelter building and some stuff getting this property ready. Didn't cut many, but we did cut a few getting this place ready. Again, control. Look at that. Absolute. I fell in love with it. Once I found the sweet spot on it, it was insane, man. It just works. The damn thing just works. And again, for such a large knife, it is a large knife. Now, Kirk's going to do some draw cuts right here. This is a particular log that we're using for one of our shelters that we're going to try to start doing. I asked him to demonstrate the draw. Kirk is not a big knife guy. He's just not, never has been. But the more he used this, the more impressed he was. And y'all see, there's no problem. There's no hang-ups. There's no nothing. The shape of the handle lends itself for a draw or for planing or for things like that. And it just works well. Super sharp, SK85, easy to sharpen. It has a 90-degree spine. Now, ask Kirk to do a little chopping. Now, we're trying, he's going to lay it to our right, okay? We're laying that over again for a specific reason, building a shelter, clearing out a spot. Quick, hard chops, it goes right where we want it to. The other thing I wanted to use it for was just some light brush clearing, to be honest with you. But each time you see it chop, please pay attention to the bites it gets. Look at that. Once you hit that sweet spot, once you figure out that sweet spot, good Lord, it does the work and it hits hard. It's not unwieldy. It's not hard to learn. See, if it was unwieldy, you'd see my hand up there in that choil a ton, but you don't. Now watch, again. It just takes care of business, man. I'm in love with this. And the thing about it is this. Everybody knows I'm not a one-tool guy, okay? This is as close to a one-tool big knife as I've seen, just being 100% honest. You can build shelter with it. You can build fire with it. It is a wood processing, whatever great words you want to find. It's just a damn beast. And here's the thing. This is what I want to say. I always say, hey, I'm not the QVC. I'm not. I'm not even trying to talk you into liking it. This is just how passionate I am. One, about Work Tough gear. Two, about their designs. And right here, I was working with Kirk some. Now, y'all know I like popping these palmettos again on Kirk's property. Got some tips from him, but you see those quick little flick cuts? We're not having to draw back. The thing I like about using palmettos and cleaning out, again, partially for the shelter, is they bounce. If you don't hit them just right, they bounce. But you see, not a lot of effort, not a lot of force. All right, again, right here, boom, look at that. And it just hits. It hits in that magic spot, and it's all over but the crying. Now, this is the first real hard use I've used. Last week, I chopped a 2x4 in half with it, and I started thinking then, hey, man, there's something a little special about this thing. Couldn't put my finger on it. Kind of carried it around the house some this week, but didn't use it a whole lot. Then yesterday and today, man, I just tried to get down with the get down. And again, holding the log, not bracing it, holding it. But watch, each time, look at that. I mean, it just bites. The other thing I like is it's not unwieldy. It's not ungangly. Again, the word of the day for this knife is control. It's a great design. You're going to see it. We were talking today about plans for the property and what we're going to do. We're definitely going to use this knife in those plans. We're going to use it to build a shelter. We're going to use it to build fire. You can do whatever you want to do. And Mr. Vic does such a fantastic job with that edge alignment, edge bevel, and so forth. Now watch again right here. Actually, watch this part. Not choked up. Nice and easy. Just strips the bark. And then right here. Bam, look at that. Almost in twain, son. Just super, super deep bite. I honestly had to pull off just the hair because I didn't want to go through it in two swings. I wanted to make my rotation all the way around for control. I like doing that to show y'all the control. I hit a little high there and then straight into it. This thing is absolutely, look, if you're a Pistol Pete, some of you guys, big knife lovers, gurus, this is for you, I'm telling you. And again, I'll point it out. Watch right here. Look at that. Now watch how it handles this high pressure air hose. Right through it, son. Like nothing. Small air line. Nothing. Green. This is regular water hose. And I cut it a bunch because I just wanted to show you again. No hard tugs really. No hard pulls. No having to get situated. The knife just slices through. I'm always impressed. I'm always excited about Work Tough gear. But guys, I'm telling you, I want to show y'all this is a 4x4. This thing right here is exciting. Now, I left this whole sequence in. I am fumbling with it some, but I just wanted to show y'all. Y'all know we're going to put the pressure on. We're going to put a lot of pressure on that edge. Now, what you see there on my hip, is the Wolverine, designed by Alex Aurora Borealis. It is Work Tough Wednesday. I felt like I should carry all Work Tough gear. The Nomad EDC and the Laguna's in my pocket and the Stinger's close by. But right here, guys, and you see me miss the shit out of that, but I got to show you everything. It's not right, oh, Scab hits it right all the time. No, Scab actually misses quite a bit, and there's usually a pretty good bit of profanity involved. That's why I try to turn the volume down. But you'll see again, just the control, and then just slinging the thing down. Everything we did was meant to put pressure on the edge. All right, and again, I'm going to start doing a little batoning. Why? Pressure on the edge. And you see, man, couple good hard swings and it just blows through there. I'll tell you how much I love this knife. You're going to see it in a minute. I went inside, I started editing, started getting this video ready, and I'm like, I'm not done yet. I don't want to be done yet. I want to do something else. So we go right back outside, and you'll see it in a minute because I'm in my good outfit. We go right back outside and attack a 4x4 again. And again, right there, there's a knot. Okay, there's a knot, so we're just slamming the knife up and down. It's a Work Tough Gear edge. They do their heat treat as good as anybody on the planet. Look at that polished edge, man. Just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Will it strike a ferro rod? Yup, sure will. Is it easy to sharpen? It's SK85. Sure is. Now right here, I came inside and I wanted to show you all the edge. Give you a good look at that edge. No damage. There's my knuckle. That's from some briars out there at Kirk's property. Thanks, Kirk. Appreciate the shit out of that. Now, there's old Scab looking good, son. Yeah, it beats you tired. Now, here's where I got to tell you, guys. I have never been in the military. You say, Scab, you're wearing a damn dog tag and BD. Well, the dog tag is me for my channel, thanks to Scott Rayleigh. And the BDUs are very comfortable to work in, and they make my ass look good. You know what I'm saying? But I do want y'all to know, that is very important to me. Vets are on my mind, but I am not a veteran. The BDUs come in very, very handy for sandblasting and powder coating. Now right here, guys, y'all seen those chips flying off this 4x4. I wanted to do this. You've seen part of my stump fold. Now I got to buy find a new damn stump. Richard, need a little help here, bud. But I want y'all to watch how hard it hit. And look at the bites. Last week when I did that 2x4, went through that 2x4 in around 26, 27, 28 seconds, somewhere in there. Pick one of the three. It would have been super fast. The thing bites so hard. And you see me a couple times have to wrench it out. Now look at how hard it hits, man. And that's part of my stump that fell out. That's all right. We'll keep using it till it falls apart. That's all part of it. I'll find another one. And again, guys, putting pressure on that edge. Well, guys, listen. We got about 40 seconds left. My guy Gruggs from Legion Tactical, Donnie B All-day, Joe from Steel Force and Fire Sword and Knife, and of course Wingman 115. Go check those guys out. Check out Jeremy Boulder Valentine's page. He's awesome. This is just a badass knife, dude. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm loving the Wilson. Work Tough Wednesday. I'm gone.